Have you ever been zinged by someone's disrespect so sharp it could slice a pizza? Yeah, we've all been there, stewing in our own juices, plotting witty comebacks for 3 days straight. But what if I told you there's a secret superpower to dodge those verbal bullets with a grin? Welcome to today's video, where we're about to dive headfirst into the ancient yet oddly Instagram-worthy world of Stoicism. This isn't your average philosophy class. Think of it more like life hacks from the world's chillest thinkers. We'll show you how to turn that cheeky disrespect into a chance for zen-like calm and maybe even a laugh or two. Lesson 1. To react or not to react? That's the real question. Ever been zapped by someone's disrespect and felt your inner Hulk itching to smash? Here's where we hit the pause button and ponder a Stoic game changer. Marcus Aurelius, essentially the Yoda of ancient Rome, once mused, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." So, here we are at life's ultimate choose-your-own adventure, to react with a vengeance or to let it slide like you're too cool to care. Think about it. If someone throws a negative comment your way, and your gut reaction is to launch a comeback so epic it'll be remembered for ages. But here's the kicker. Reacting changes nothing. The past is like last season's fashion, done and dusted. Reacting is as useful as yelling at your coffee for not being tea. It's happened. It's over. But if you choose not to react, now that's where your real power lies. It's like choosing not to engage in a food fight. You might avoid some temporary satisfaction, but you'll come out cleaner and more dignified. It's a subtle art, really, mastering the Stoic chill. Lesson 2. The spectacular specs of Stoicism. Power of perspective. So, you've just been served a piping hot dish of disrespect. Before you decide it's doom and gloom, let's swap out those gloomy goggles for a pair of spectacular Stoic specs. Epictetus, our go-to guru for keeping it cool under pressure, casually drops this gem. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. In other words, life's gonna throw pies at your face. Whether you laugh or cry is totally up to you. Imagine someone's words trying to rain on your parade. You could, of course, choose to get soaked in the downpour of negativity. Or you could pop open the umbrella of perspective, staying dry and dancing in the rain. This lesson is all about seeing that silver lining, even if it's just a sliver. Why is this so game-changing? Because realizing that the ball of perspective is in your court means you're the one calling the shots. Is someone being a human rain cloud? That's on them. Are you deciding to have a bad day because of it? That's on you. So what's it gonna be? Are you going to let the external script write your day? Or are you grabbing the pen and writing your own blockbuster hit? Lesson 3. The Stoic art of emotional jiu-jitsu. Turning negatives into positives. Are you ready for a twist? Here we are at our next stop on the Stoic Express, and it's all about flipping the script. You know those moments when someone's words feel like they're pinning you to the mat of negativity? Well, Marcus Aurelius strikes again with a thought that's essentially ancient wisdom meets emotional jiu-jitsu. The obstacle on the path becomes the way. Basically, he's telling us that every bit of disrespect thrown your way isn't just a roadblock. It's your personal treadmill to greatness if you know how to run with it. Let's paint a picture. Someone slings an insult that hits you right in the feels. Now, you could stew in it, let it simmer, and eventually let that negativity boil over. Or you could see it as a challenge, a way to flex those emotional muscles and transform that negative energy into a force for good. It's about taking that insult and using it as a stepping stone to elevate yourself, proving not just to the world, but to yourself what you're made of. Why does this matter? Because when you start seeing life's lemons as a chance to make some outrageously good lemonade, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. It's about not letting anyone else's bitterness sour your day. So, the next time you face a volley of negativity, remember to channel your inner Stoic judo master. Grab those negatives, flip them on their head, and use them to propel yourself forward. After all, in the dojo of life, the real win is turning challenges into opportunities to shine brighter. Who knew Marcus Aurelius had the soul of a judo champion? Lesson 4. Stoic superpower, the shield of indifference. Now let's talk about a Stoic superpower that's as cool as it sounds, the shield of indifference. Picture this. You're in the middle of life's metaphorical battlefield, disrespect arrows flying left and right. Seneca, our Stoic sage, with a knack for nifty tricks, gives use the ultimate defense mechanism. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. What Seneca's really saying is that half the stuff we worry about getting hit by never actually reaches us. And for the few arrows that do, well, that's where our superpower comes in. Imagine someone's disrespect as an arrow coated in careless sauce. When it hits your shield of indifference, it just slides right off, leaving you unfazed and, frankly, a bit smug about the whole thing. This isn't about not caring about anything, it's about selectively not caring about the negatives that don't deserve your precious energy. Why bother with this shield? Because it frees you. No longer are you a human pincushion for every snide remark or underhanded comment. You get to choose what affects you and what bounces off into the realm of irrelevant. So next time you're faced with potential drama or negativity, activate your shield of indifference. Watch as the trivial troubles that used to pierce your peace of mind now barely make a dent. Remember, in the grand scheme of things, it's not the arrows that matter, but how well you wield your shield. And with Seneca in your corner, you're practically invincible. Lesson 5. The Zen of not giving in. Stoic persistence amid disrespect. All right, gear up for another Stoic lesson that's as refreshing as a splash of cold water on a hot day. This time, we're diving into the Zen-like realm of Stoic persistence, courtesy of our trusty guide, Epictetus. He lays it down straight. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. But let's add a little twist for our purposes here. It's not just about reacting with calm. It's about persisting with purpose, especially when faced with disrespect. Imagine you're a tree. Stick with me here. Disrespectful comments and attitudes are like the wind trying to knock you over. Now you could sway with every gust, getting all worked up each time. Or you could be that stoic tree that stands tall, roots deep, saying, "Is that all you've got, wind?" This lesson is about not just weathering the storm, but thriving in it. When someone throws shade your way, use it as a test of your resilience. Each disrespectful jab can actually strengthen your resolve, making you more immune to the negativity of others. Why is this important? Because the path to any worthwhile goal is littered with challenges, and how you navigate those challenges, how you refuse to give in or be swayed by others' disrespect, defines your journey. Lesson 6. Reflect, don't regret. Learning from disrespect. As we round the corner on our Stoic adventure, let's settle into a lesson that's like the calm after the storm. Learning from disrespect instead of letting it fester into regret. Here's where our philosophical friend, Marcus Aurelius, steps back into the spotlight with a reminder that could very well be a mic drop moment. When another blames you or hates you, or people voice similar criticisms, go to their souls, penetrate inside and see what sort of people they are. You will realize that there is no need to be racked with anxiety that they should hold any particular opinion about you. So, what's Marcus getting at? It's about turning the mirror around. When faced with disrespect, instead of stewing in the "why me" or plotting your Oscar-worthy comeback, take a moment to reflect on the critic. Understanding where they're coming from can be a game changer. It's like being a detective in your own life drama, where understanding the motives can turn the plot twist into a learning moment. Why bother with this reflective detour? because it shifts you from a knee-jerk reaction to a place of empathy and, yes, even insight. Disrespect, viewed through this lens, becomes less about you and more about the reflections of the person dishing it out. So next time you catch a whiff of disrespect in the air, take a step back and reflect. Dive into the why behind the what. This isn't about excusing their behavior, but about extracting wisdom from the muck. Remember, every moment of disrespect is an opportunity to learn, grow, and, quite frankly, move on with a little more understanding and a lot less baggage. Lesson 7. Embracing the Stoic Circle. From reflection to action. As we bring our Stoic journey to a close, it's time to wrap up with a principle that binds all previous lessons together. Moving from reflection to action. Let's borrow from the wisdom of Seneca, who said, not to assume it's impossible because you find it hard, but to recognize that if it's humanly possible, you can do it too. This is the essence of our final lesson, harnessing the power of Stoic wisdom to inspire actionable change in our lives. This lesson is about taking everything we've learned, from controlling our reactions to understanding perspectives, from the shield of indifference to the art of persistence, and putting it into practice. It's one thing to nod along and agree, it's another to live out these principles when the rubber meets the road. Why is this step crucial? Because knowledge without action is like a car without gas. It might look nice, but it won't get you anywhere. Each disrespectful encounter, each moment of negativity becomes not just a challenge, but an opportunity to practice patience, empathy, and resilience. An opportunity to choose not just to react, but to act in a way that reflects your growth.